Hi guys, here it is. It's finally arrived after waiting 2 months for my Yukon Photon. Here it is. Needless to say, I had to get some high-rise mounts for it, 30mm mounts. There you go, mounted on there, okay. There's the box that it comes in. Also comes with this nice carry case. Now in here you've got not only the scope, but you've got the instructions. There's some pouches inside there, you see. There's the guarantee. Wipe for cleaning the scope. You've also got this, which I'll talk about later. Just pop that back. Now I've had mixed feelings about this scope since I bought it. It's basically, from that portion back towards me, it's a standard optical scope. From there forwards it's a digital camera. Okay, I've had a look through it and the image quality is very poor. It's comparable to a digital camera that I had about 10 years ago. It's not very good at all. Black and white, which doesn't really bother me, but the image quality does. Alright, so from here back, standard optical scope. Your windage and elevation turrets, really nice quality. We've got a knurled finished knob on the top there to turn it with your fingers. You don't need a screwdriver. I like that, it's really nice. This one is for the illuminated red dot that you get in the centre of the reticle. It uses a standard car battery, 2032, I think it is the one you get in the ignition key on your car. Pop that in there and you're done. It's got 11 different settings for brightness. I don't really use it, but I think it's a bit of a gimmick, to be honest with you, but my son likes it, so there you go. We've got an inbuilt infrared laser on there, which is adequate for the job, but it's a bit dirty like lasers are. The quality's not that good, but better than nothing. Let's take a closer look. I'll just talk you around it now. Alright, so to power the unit up, we've got this switch here, which is basically an on-off switch. Okay, one click there and it's on. And then you've also got variable brightness, so you can turn it up and down, whatever takes your fancy. Okay, now here, see these two little covers there. That one is for video output, connected up to a DVR. This one is for an external power supply. So if you've got a battery strapped onto your stock or in your pocket via an umbilical cable, you can plug it into there for much extended battery life. If you don't use an external battery, that's where your batteries go in. Just turn that quarter of a turn, flip it up, 2 AA batteries in there, you're done. The front focus ring is just a standard focus. You've also got this lens cap there, which is for daytime use. Very small aperture in there, see that? Now there is 1 or 2 guys on YouTube that have played around with different aperture sizes that go on the end of there for differing results. You'll have to check those out yourself. Also on this side of it there's a Picatinny rail that you can mount any sort of accessory or a torch onto. You see I've mounted my Unique Fire T20 torch on there, which by far is the best infrared torch you can get in this sort of package. Fitted with an Oslam black pill. Fantastic. variable from spot to flood on there. It's great. Now I've noticed that at the ocular end of the scope it's particularly focus fussy. You've got to be looking exactly where you should in order to get the image there. If you move a quarter of an inch to the left or right, the image just disappears. There you go. From that point there, it's a standard scope, and a pretty good one too. This camera does need a bit of work. It's just not good enough. I'll switch it on and I'll show you where it's looking. Now the gun is pointed at my chainsaw sat at my shed there. See that? Okay. Now let's have a look through the scope. I'll try and get this on for you. Now you see that? I'm trying to get it in focus for you, it's difficult. You see the black and white image there. It looks a little bit better than that when you look through it yourself, but to this camera it's not that good. You can see just a slight movement and the image disappears. Put that back there for a second. Then again, at this price range, at this price point, we're talking entry-level night vision equipment here. We're not talking £2,000 plus Gen 2 scopes and things like that. It does everything it's supposed to do. It's a good all-round package without all the paraphernalia that comes with it. Okay, you've got batteries, wires, cables, connectors and everything all around the gun. It's lightweight, about 0.9 kilograms, so it's not that heavy. You need extra high mounts to mount it. As you can see, that portion of it there is, it's not like a regular scope, it's a little bit lower, so you need to make sure it clears your barrel. Alright, so my advice would be to try before you buy, because the image doesn't even approach what you get through an optical scope, and even the DIY version of night vision, which I've also have on my other YouTube videos, doesn't even come close. But if you can put up with the extra wiring, the batteries and all the usual things, then go for it. But if you want a nice clean compact unit like this, then this is the one for you.